Thank God for losing.
Exhibition.
All right, we'll get that.
Of the Pelicans.
Let me see what young fella got. How you open it up? See, when you open up, you got to get the crowd going. So there you go.
Yeah,
Get
that's what I think that was on purpose. What is this?
Hey,
Someone's taking the ball.
Okay, I can live with that. I can live with that.
Is that right? Yes, it was Alvarado. Yes. Explain what happened for people that don't know Jose Alvarado and that whole ordeal.
If you don't know Jose Alvarado, he steals the ball from the sideline all the time. This guy coming out the sideline, Jose does the same deal. He gets it. He did that to Chris Paul, did it to everybody, throws it up, 360.
That's nice.
That's impressive.
Okay, that's how you start a dunk contest right there.
It's already
presentation.
I'm giving him 49.
49?
Yeah,
Jesus,
that was nice.
generous.
Reg, Murphy's
It was nice.
You like Murphy, don't you, Reg?
I do.
And look, he's the one guy in this competition that probably could win the three-point competition.
And power.
Great. From
And
the Knicks,
power.
Jericho Sims. Oh! Two?
No.
Two hands. It was impressive.
In slow motion, it's going to look a lot better.
He cheated.
Look at his head. Look at his head. Look at his head.
He's looking in the rim.
No, he's looking in the rim.
But look, he creeping.
Say it again, Kenny.
He's looking in the rim, Draymond.
No, for sure.
Draymond, have you ever looked in the rim?
Look at his head. Look at his head. That is. Look.
Have you ever looked
Before it goes in.
Look at his left wrist. The whole presentation is to me. I agree.
Oh, that's about
not as good.
I'd say that's a 46.
Yeah, I don't think
Straight
it's
across the board, that's a 46. Need to be a little bit higher. One attempt left. Oh, he got that one. Pretty play.
What it does,
nice dunk.
it saves him.
Yeah.
Because he's got to come up with something spectacular. Matt McClung has to come up with something unique. Because the first reaction is going to be like, who? And the second reaction better be like, really?
Are his
And
hands
then the
really
third
that big?
reaction has to be,
We have the advantage, and people at home have the advantage of these slow motion replays.
Yeah.
We have the advantage, and people at home have the advantage of these slow motion replays.
Yeah.
People in the arena, they really don't know what's going on.
46.0.
is that his teammate from the G League? I don't know these guys either. I don't know who these two guys are. Who are these two guys that is coming out here?
Yeah, McClung is the first G League player ever to participate in the slam dunk competition. He was signed this week by the 76ers to a two-way contract on
Congratulations,
Tuesday.
brother. Congratulations.
I'm worried about the guy holding the other guy. At some point, he going to go down. Oh, that's a 50. That's a 50.
I got to see if he hit the backboard.
That's a 50.
Smiles.
Well, I got to see it in slow motion. I'm not refereeing the basketball. If he hit the glass,
Come on,
there he
Kenny,
is.
that's
He hit the
crazy.
glass. He hit the glass.
But it was very
That's
clear
what
that
I'm
he
saying.
did.
He got to hit the, not from my angle.
Oh,
Not from
that's
my
crazy.
angle.
Oh, come on, Kenny.
Not from my angle. Get it, hit, tight.
Virginia, that's who went to high school, and his dunking ability got on YouTube.
Look.
50.
Wow. Wait a minute. Uh-oh.
Oh,
And his dad.
Okay.
Okay, now.
Gotta appreciate
And his dad.
this.
His dad played 15 years in the NBA.
Dad was a bad boy.
Yes, he was.
Oh my gosh.
Separated my shoulder one time.
Is that filled with diamonds or something? That ball looks very
It's a
shiny.
3D printed ball.
Basketball. That's one.
There you go. That's it. That was it. Nice. That was it.
Kenny?
I don't know,
Kenny?
I'd pay high. I'd rather win. I would have told Pops to sit down. Yes.
We all wish
But still,
our sons make it to this level, right? And to have an opportunity to share this with your dad, it's crazy.
he might be the best.
Would have went much harder. But that's a story for another day.
Highest score from Jamal Crawford of 49 to go to 47.2.
I like that. Now, if this is Matt McClung doing it, people are going to go crazy. Look at that. Oh, he touches his back. Brings that around. Come on, man. That's nice.
Yeah, that's nice, but
that has nothing to do with being 6'9", being able to do that. Moves here, people. Quite frankly, you said McClung wasn't a 50. 50, 49, 48. Did I say 49.4? Hey, DJ Oliver Cash.
I think he's going to grab it, read it, dunk it.
Grab it, dunk it. Go up, take it out of the clip, and dunk it.
No, that's
Multitasking. It's called multitasking.
Okay, let's see what
you didn't do this at Carolina. Another arm in the rim.
Oh, he's going to read the list. He was going to read it. He was going to read something. Let me see. Let me see what he got up there.
Like anything from New York. Come on, man.
Well, last year, cheering on Obi Toppin, who won this.
See, I thought he was going to, he should have 360'd it. Instead, you know what I mean? He should have 360'd it.
What's the grab
or
in that?
windmilled it.
Windmilled it.
And then,
Right.
he should have 360'd it.
Kenny, what? Man, it's a 40. Oh, and the net. He pulled himself up with the net, too. Kenny, this is it.
Matt McClung by far has had the best dunk. Not even close.
No, you 100% hate it. You see the score? We can run. Oh, this is not right.
Wow.
See how everyone's standing, including us?
Oh, my God. Hey, what's up, Kenny?
And a reverse.
Hey, young fella.
And a reverse.
I have one thing to say. Welcome to the NBA. Welcome to the NBA.
Drip check.
Did you see Jonathan Majors?
Oh, my God.
His excitement?
Yeah.
This is a major movie star.
The star of stars tonight. This guy, the kick it, twist it, 360 it.
No.
Let's touch his foot.
Mom, please. Look. Mom, please. They can see.
Let's hear it, Kenny. Let's hear it. Go ahead and hate.
Welcome to the NBA.
Years than Texas Tech. And when in high school in Virginia, he broke. Look at the numbers. Look at the numbers.
40s, really?
Wow.
What?
Wow.
Nice. Hey. He's consistent. I wouldn't say he's had the best dunks, but
Consistency.
But look at
Aaron
this.
Gordon.
I mean,
he couldn't beat Zach. Now Zach was crazy, but Aaron Gordon was incredible.
But sometimes consistent. No one has thrown an alley-oop and caught it.
Oh,
He
and
caught
then
it.
windmill one another.
Exactly.
Put a
Why are they
partition
talking?
up.
Yes.
Put a partition up.
Okay, 40, 48. What is that?
He gave him
250s.
46.
48 and a half.
Dominique Alvarado. Here comes McClung.
Oh, yes. Hezzy. That's a Hezzy. That's called a Hezzy dunk. So you Hezzy in the air, Yeah, that's a ooh. And that might be an ah, too. I think that's a 49 and a half. That's like one shade under 50.
Tell you, the way he's won you over, Kenny, is admirable. Ooh, look at his head. Ooh, wow. Ooh,
Yes.
mama. Yes.
Circus Olay. He could join today.
He got it.
That's it.
He got it.
Those are 50s. Now, what I'm upset about is he should have a perfect score the entire time.
Murphy.
I'm still tripping. Karl Malone gave him a 46 on his first dunk.
He saved. Yeah, I wouldn't have done that last. That's it.
Copyright for that. That's crazy.
We brought 5 women together to rank themselves based on attractiveness. We also invited 5 men to watch and rearrange the ranking. Let's get it. I'm gonna keep it real as well, fellas.
I'm a dancer. I'm very physical. I use my body a lot. I love baking cakes. I always just like shove baked goods on my friends.
I teach acting to young kids. I do mostly musical theater.
Oh my God.
Because I'm a weenie, I know. But I'm single as all heck. Hey.
I'm a journalism major.
I'm also a student. I'm double majoring in psychology and criminal justice.
I'm also an actress. I love to travel. I've been to India 5 times.
Okay, so we have to do this.
Now, obviously, everyone's got a different type, but if I'm going off what I've just first seen, I'd probably say the most attractive is the Asian one. The second's probably the taller brunette one. The third, I'd say the black girl. The fourth, the blonde girl. And the last one in the dress. And I'm not saying that's my type. I'm just saying what I think a lot of other guys would say and what I'm seeing. Let's see what they think.
Should we rank ourselves? Should we just like close our eyes and like scoot to where we think
Oh
we
my
should
God.
be? And
Yeah.
then, you know what I mean? Just go for it on an individual basis.
I think
and
that's
then
very smart.
Are you sure about that?
How are we not gonna bump into each other? Did anyone take this into consideration?
Sorry.
2 hours later.
I didn't know where y'all were standing.
Oh my gosh, then prepare yourself a team.
The girl who I found most attractive was Jordan. She has a great personality and she's confident.
I'm sorry, but let's keep it real. If there was a survey and 100 guys had to answer, she'd probably come out last. She'd probably be the least attractive. Girls have a tendency to do this. They'll always say the least attractive girl's the most attractive. That way they don't look like the bad person. But we all know you're lying. And she did the classic big girl thing. She said, oh, she's really confident. She's got a great personality. Most big girls don't like it when people say that because most guys tell them that and they friend zone them.
I'll just stay.
I'll be 5.
Wait. It's 5 to 1. No. How did I end up here?
How about we do? I'm just gonna put it out there, just so we do it. 1, 2, 3, 4.
1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
1, 2, 3, 4.
1, 2, 3, 4.
There were attributes that I saw in the other girls that I didn't see in myself, and hence I would have put them higher as well over me. So people are like, she's so sweet, she's so funny, but like, I wouldn't date her.
That's exactly what I was saying before, but at least she's self-aware, at least she understands it and she knows when people are chatting shit. She's probably had that all her life, people saying, oh, you're so funny, you're so sweet. And actually, if you look at her facial features, she's not even that unattractive. I think if she lost a bit of weight, she could definitely boost herself up a few numbers.
I guess I'll be 1.
okay.
Cool beans.
So does that make me a 3?
Okay.
Yeah, I'll just stay here. It's fine.
Yeah.
Nobody really wanted to be last, and I could kind of feel that vibe. So I was just like, you know what, it's fine. Like, nobody is a 5, really. I don't think so. But, I mean,
Where do you think you would fit yourself in this one then?
well, I mean, I don't know, because I feel like personality is a big thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's a 1.
Oh, by far.
2,
2.
3.
Thanks.
Well, I'll say 3.
See, I would say 3 and
I'm
then
gonna say
4.
3.
Not saying you don't have a personality, but I'm leaning.
Oh, I'm 5 again.
This is final.
I doubt there's any man watching this that actually agrees with their final rankings. The fact the Asian girl was so humble and was just like, oh, I don't care if you put me last, made her even more attractive. So now I'm guessing the men are gonna come in, and there's no way they're not gonna change this, surely.
Do you want to start it off?
You over there, and then like just shift down.
I think Michelle was the most attractive. How she looked, how she carried herself.
Could you switch with her?
Okay. What would you switch?
I switch her and her. You go over there.
Oh, those two. Okay. All right.
And then you over there. You switch. Yeah, that's pretty much.
Are we content with 5 being 5?
I'm not.
Where do you currently want 5?
I want her at least 3.
So 5 goes up.
She should be a 4 because it's like meeting in the middle.
I think 4 is fine. 5 and 4? Switch?
I mean, I'm not surprised. I think there was only one I had different, which was the black girl and the blonde girl. Also, if you look at the difference in the ranking between the men and the women's, it's like the guy said, guys aren't afraid to just get straight into it and not beat around the bush. These women, it was kind of more of a sensitivity competition. It was like, who's going to be the most offended?
Well, I was at 5, and now I'm here, so I'm like...
Started from the bottom, now we way up.
Thank you. I don't know. It's very interesting, I feel. I did think coming into this, like, cultural stereotypes would be a factor. Them ranking me first kind of shot that down, I guess, because I didn't think they would choose, like, an Asian girl first.
I think when I think of a male viewing me as attractive or not versus a female, it's definitely different. Because in a male setting, judging me, I knew that was gonna happen. Like, I'm not stupid, so like, I'm aware of how others view me. I was surprised at them placing me at the bottom. Jump, there was
more
that are attractive.
I think that the guys rank.
The ex is mad because I brought a new girl home after I found out she cheated.
No, just like how you sent a letter saying, please.
Wait, what? Which one is this? Oh no. Paste. Oh! A chat box appears. Mom, I'm using this phone real quick. This one.
The ex is mad because I brought a new girl home. The ex is mad because I brought a new girl home after I found out she cheated.
No, just like how you sent a letter saying please.
Leave the house. Leave the house. Put it on record. I don't care. I'm losing my shit. I need her to get out. Get the out. Now. I don't care if you're recording this. Get the out. Get out of my house. I'm calling the neighbors.
I own 60% of the house.
Okay, I should call.
Now the caption's a bit confusing, to be honest. It says the ex is mad because I brought a new girl home after I found out she cheated. When you read that, you kind of think, why are you still living with the girl that cheated on you? But when I looked in the comments, it says she was living with the guy and came to get her things. And in the worst part of them all, she stole my dog and I wasn't about to let her steal more of my things. She stole his dog, bruv. That is a step too far. Don't fuck with a man's dog. Has she never seen John Wick?
Just a fucking dog. Just a dog.
So basically, she's treated this man like shit. She's cheated on him. She's left him. She's come back, stolen shit, stolen his dog. And now she's seen him finally moving on. She's throwing a hissy fit. And I love the way she's screaming for the neighbours like she's the victim. If anyone's a victim, it's those two inside. It seems like at the end he did ring the police because it said that she was charged. Karma is a bitch.
I think the most important decision you'll make in your 20s and 30s is who you decide to partner with, specifically have kids. Because you're in that person's life for 20 years. And I have a lot of friends who are successful in most exterior metrics but don't have a real partner in their spouse. And they have what I would call a life full of stress and disappointment on a regular basis. Whereas I have friends who on an external basis may not look as successful, but they have a real partner and everything just burns brighter for them.
Having kids with the wrong person can ruin your life. Imagine having kids with that first woman that was throwing tables.
Life is hard, but at least I don't have a baby with my ex.
So women are weak. We have more control over a 600-kilogram animal than men have over themselves. Now, joking aside, men can also ride horses, you fucking donut.
And have babies. I am biologically a female. So when you call a woman a female, do you see why that is wrong?
This is an apple. Now, this can produce an apple tree, which can make more apples. Now, do you see why calling this an apple is wrong?
Now, if you think that's ridiculous, then take a look at this clip.
Okay, quickly, so I misunderstand. Are we saying that 2 + 2, if you say it's 4, that's racist? I mean, that sounds like we may be mischaracterizing it. What, if you can quickly sum it up. No, that's not.
Not mischaracterizing it at all. Math is basically racist under this ideology because it says there is no such thing as an objective reality. So 4 might not be the right number. 2 + 2 might actually equal 5.
What the fuck, y'all? God damn! God damn!
Do you marry a woman that slept with 100 men?
Yes.
Do you marry a woman that slept with 500 men?
Yes, absolutely. Just a case of
A woman that slept with 1,000 men, would you really marry her?
the fact they've slept with 1,000 men won't change anything.
He knows deep down that that would affect him. He wouldn't like that. Every time you go down to lay down with your wife and you think that she's been with 1,000 men and that's not going to make no difference to you. Do you know how hard it is to probably get an emotional connection with a woman that slept with 1,000 men? See, this is the other side of it. They're worried about hypermasculinity, but I'm seeing more of this. I'm seeing more men acting like women.
You've got to understand something. Society and darkness has a plan, and that is for men to become more like women and women to become more like men. So traditional values are being looked upon as bad. bad.
Yeah, traditional values are bad now unless it benefits the woman financially or socially. Or until shit hits the fan, then all of a sudden you need masculine men again. Like I tell men to not be ashamed and embrace their masculinity. Women need to embrace their femininity.
I am not an independent woman. I do not care. Like, I make my own money, I have my own goals, but that doesn't mean I'm independent. Like, I need my man. I need to be, like, feminine in my relationship. Leave me out of that feminist. I am independent. I am not. I think the American notion of relationships is like equality.
If someone breaks in my house in the middle of the night, it's not me getting up.
I'm not going first.
Welcome to 2022, where you can do anything a man can do. I am so excited to finally be here. You are going to love it. Feminism has done so much for women. So I get to work outside the home? Totally. You get to sit in a cubicle all day while you stare at a computer screen, chugging coffee. So liberating, right? I suppose. I'm at work all day. Will we finally have a Rosie the Robot maid? No, you'll still have to do all the cleaning. That's what your weekends are for, cleaning and laundry. Oh, and errands and yard work. Wait, so I have to work full time plus still manage my home full time? I mean, you want to have it all, right? Okay, but what about my husband? Is he amazing? What? No, you're not married. You live alone with your cat. What? You do date though, a lot. You can just have with whoever, whenever you want. That sounds kind of gross, actually.
There's one thing a man can do that'll make you instantly attracted to him. Okay, you know when, like, they try to get past you and then they put their hand in it. Okay, and for you, it's the same thing. The waist thing. The waist thing. Okay, so. Okay.
Someone needs to post this video to YouTube and title it "How to Go to Jail." This is way too risky for a man to do in 2022. If you do that to her and she's not attracted to you, she's gonna look at you like a creep.
Who's known better for cooking, men or women?
Women, are you serious?
Alright, name a famous chef. Go on.
Gordon Ramsay.
Go on. Who's known better for cooking, men or women?
Women.
Name a famous chef, quickly.
Gordon Ramsay. Yeah, fair.
Yeah.
Gordon
Okay.
Ramsay.
Yeah. I thought women were known better.
Oh, okay.
Who's known better for cooking, men or women?
Women.
Name a famous chef, quickly.
Gordon Ramsay.
Exactly. I thought you said woman.
I don't know.
Who's known better for cooking, men or women?
Woman.
Name a famous chef.
I can't.
What a bunch of fucking donuts. Do they not realise what he's doing? They just named Gordon Ramsay like they got the correct answer. Joking aside though, I can't name one female chef, and another one I struggle with is female comedians. I've never heard one female comedian that makes me laugh. As a matter of fact, I'm going to do a video to this. So if you know a female comedian or a clip with a female comedian that you actually find funny, send it to my Instagram, my direct messages, and I'll get someone to put a video to it to make a compilation. I'll blind react to it. Your Instagram tag can be in the video, so if I laugh to it, then I'll send you $100.
When's the last time you kissed a girl?
It was by like a girl I used to talk to like in high school, like.
How long has it been since you had sex with a girl?
High school. I'm 32, yeah.
Is there a woman out there that'll come up and give this guy a real kiss?
Let's get this guy laid.
It's been since fucking high school. We need a hero.
That's what I'm talking about! That's why he's the MVP!
Girls, the day after Halloween. Stay strong, kings. Yeah, Plan B's making some peas, bruv.
What do you think goes down at a bachelorette?
A lot of dirty things. Maybe a little bit of cheating on your husband, just a little bit. Minimal, maybe kiss.
This has got to be the most fucked up tradition ever. People actually do this. People go out on their hen do's or their stag do's and they cheat on the person they're about to spend the rest of their lives with. What fucking sense does that make? You're obviously not ready to get married. What the fuck is she talking about the minimum? Just a kiss. There is no minimum. If she cheats,
she belongs to the streets.
that's some impressive head movement. Someone said in the comments he activated Ultra Instinct. This is how I need you fellas to dodge these toxic women on these streets. Soon as you see the red flags, get out of there, fellas.
Hey Siri, do you think men are polite?
When wearing a bikini, women reveal about 96% of their body. Men are so polite, they only look at the covered parts.
Hey, big up to Siri. She knows what's up. She's one of the boys now.
Okay, so if your future husband made $1 million per year, how much do you expect the engagement ring to be?
At least like a fourth of that. At least some more than that.
So $250,000?
Yes. Probably like 300,000.
Yeah. I mean, that seems pretty reasonable to me, yeah.
At least half. Maybe like 400,000. I would say maybe like 100,000, maybe like 50,000. I don't think I'd care as long as maybe like 5K.
Wow, that is so respectable.
$7,000. Yeah. A couple thousand would be nice.
Meanwhile.
Shit.
Maybe a solid grand. Solid $1,000.
If she's the right one for you, a ring pop will mean everything to her.
Zach, I mean, as much as I can spend, I guess.
$1 million?
No.
You gotta step it up, dude. Some girls expect 400,000.
Never mind.
All those women are doing is showing that they're delusional muppets. If you think you should spend the majority of your net worth on a ring,
get some help.
And the woman who really likes you and wants to be with you is not going to give a shit about a ring or how much you spend on it.
Let's not talk about the 4,000% pay gap difference in the modeling industry between male and female models. I mean, like, look at this 007 Greek god looking motherfucker worth $1.5 million, which is cool until you think $40 million. Does that include her modeling salary alone, or is that her businesses as well? Because if that's modeling salary alone, that's a big pay gap.
Who has it harder in dating, men or women?
Women.
Women, 100%.
Women. No offense to you guys, but there are not that many quality men. I feel like there's more quality in women versus quality in men. Not a lot of guys, like, they don't have the standards or the expectations that women have when it comes to relationships.
See, I think it's the opposite. I think they're more into the money and they want like the glamorous stuff. Look, like let's say you're making 60K a year, but the next guy making 100. Oh, she'll drop you like that for the next guy. Easy. I'm just saying.
That's horrible. No.
It's the truth.
No.
That's what I see.
Date well within your tier. I don't think that there's such thing as a girl being a gold digger. If you can't afford it, you can't afford it.
Let's keep it real. In general, on a first date, female expectations are a lot higher than male expectations. A lot of women want to be picked up. They want the guy to pay on the first date. They want the guy to pick the place. They want the guy to drop them off. And now all these modern women want him to be 6 foot, earn 6 figures.
Like, just put more effort into like
there's so
coming
much,
up with something
there's so many
different.
things that you could do.
Just put more effort and
just put in more effort, says the panel of women that never planned a first date in their lives. It is kind of convenient since for y'all to say that when you've probably never planned a date, set up the date, set the time.
I'm a high value woman. I make a lot of money every year just from my daytime job.
That makes it worse for you, sweetheart. That makes your odds of finding a man work. And I like you, but this is just good for the conversation is really good. It's polarizing. I think you're beautiful, you're successful, all that, but that makes the chances of you finding a man worse. The more money you have, the more you're gonna be that lady alone with cats, sperm bank, and that's just what's happening to women today. The more successful they are, the more likelihood that they're going to end up in that category.
What a lot of these modern women fail to understand is what's high value to them is not high value to us. And I think it's good that she's successful, she's got her own business, but how is she as a wife?
Can you imagine? What do you bring to the table? And the guy's like, this. Women would be like, so who pays the bills? What does your car look like? What kind of job do you have? Are you gonna take care of the family? Do you know how to like fight? Like if I was in trouble, like you're gonna protect me? They'd have a whole list that you'd be checking off. He'd be like, well, you can barely keep up. And they're just like, this. No, this does not make a high value woman. There has to be more to you than that. And it's not this and I'm the CEO of my own company, because they don't care about that. We already told you that. So you can care about it. You can be proud of that CEO title all you want. But I'm telling you straight up, a guy would rather have a kind, loving, supportive, respectful woman that works at Arby's than have a CEO that's a nightmare to live with, that isn't supportive, that isn't respectful, and that doesn't care about him really.
You an alpha man, you want an alpha female, right?
No such thing.
Oh my God.
No, I don't.
There's no such thing as an alpha female?
There's no such thing as an alpha female. No such thing.
Why? How? Why do you think that?
Who does she lead? In the relationship, who does she lead as an alpha female?
No, as a person though, not in a relationship. As a person.
Okay, so in terms of relationship, if you're an alpha female, who are you leading? You're the alpha. So you lead people, right? Yeah.
There can't be that dynamic though.
There can be two alphas?
No, where there's a man who's, submissive to the woman.
Excuse me? Say that again? A man who's submissive to the woman. Okay, so
Yes.
how do you feel about that man that's submissive to you?
Me personally, I can't be with nobody that's gonna be submissive to me because I'm gonna walk all over him.
All right.
But
Exactly.
That's just me personally, though. Some women want somebody that's submissive.
You know what's crazy? See, it's women like this that say, oh, it's okay for guys to be feminine. There are feminine guys out there, but when it comes down to it, they don't want a feminine guy. Most women want a masculine guy that takes charge and makes them feel protected.
Listen, if he was just being nice, he would have said, oh, I don't have a lot of time tonight. We could go get some Chick-fil-A or some hot chocolate real quick. And then you'd be dry on the date so that you're uninterested in him, so that he doesn't have to feel bad about saying no to you. You would automatically, that's what guys do. If we aren't into a girl, we will purposefully make ourselves look bad so that the girl doesn't have to be heartbroken. That is what we do for you. We do so much. We do so much. Okay? We sacrifice.
So that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying is that when you girl has been... Kiss him!
Kiss him!
Don't you want to deny
I have a theory. Text him right now.
Right now.
Text him.
Right now.
Hey, listen.
Do it.
Text him right now and say,
I miss hanging out with you.
I miss hanging out with you. I am so sorry.
prove it.
I didn't kiss you when we watched
Give
that
it to
movie.
me. Just make it
Hey ladies, not a lot of you watch this channel, but do not be afraid to make the first move, especially in 2023, because we're afraid to do it now. We don't want to get accused of nothing.
Would you rather a millionaire that cheats or a broke guy that's loyal?
That's a tough one. They say that money doesn't buy happiness, but I'm gonna go with the millionaire that cheats, okay? Because I could cheat back on him.
Are you sure about that?
You know, but still get the dough. That's all I'm saying.
Mom, you're blocking my camera. Why the millionaire that cheats?
Money can buy you happiness, I think. Like, I'd rather be driving a Porsche, you know, going to his yacht than, you know, just chilling on the side of the street. You know what I'm saying?
First of all, darling, you don't have to worry about that question because I don't think a millionaire is going to touch you with a barge pole. Second of all, how many brain cells does your mother have? Because she just stood there filming, not listening to the words coming out your mouth. If my daughter was saying that type of shit, I'd be questioning myself as a parent, bruv. Hey, shout out to that pastor if she cheats.
She belongs to the streets.
So we hear a lot of women being told not to settle. I would definitely tell the men, do not settle.
I want to apologize for believing this lie that I can have it all, that I don't need a man, that children are a burden, that my career is more important than anything, that my bank account can replace a person being a husband. I can choose. I cannot direction women. You don't.
Just go abroad, find a woman that still has traditional values and doesn't make them feel ashamed of being masculine.
You know the group of men that get passports and go to another country to find women? Because in America, women hate all men and men all cheat, blah, blah, this, that, and the third. The women are mad. The same women who hate men and our feminists are mad that the men went to where they're respected. Men go where they're respected. So if you don't respect a man, how can you expect that man to respect you? And my other question for feminists is, how are you gonna beg for respect? Wouldn't you just give respect and then the respect is reciprocated as an individual?
I'm just curious as to why so many modern women are confused as to why men are leaving. Why we have the passport bros and men who are deciding to look for women elsewhere. A lot of women are asking the question why. And some of them seem so oblivious to the point where they really don't get it. We are in a modern society where we have a world full of modern women. These particular modern women are the opposite of traditional women.
I tell you what, she's right about some women being oblivious. Take a listen to this.
We don't talk enough about how passport bros are just predators.
What? I'm not a predator if I sleep with women in America, but if I sleep with women outside of America, I'm a predator. Got you. Women in other countries are nice and they look good. Stay here. Deal with somebody who's nice but don't look good, or deal with somebody who looks good and wants to rob you passively. Nice.
Passport bros. You guys ready for another success story? The house is spotless. She cooks every day, and I've just taught her the only thing she needs to know in English. Oh, thank you, honey. Say something.
Yes, Daddy.
See?
Sensational.
When you pay attention to the passport bros, like they're getting women from like the DR, Colombia,
Yes.
The Philippines, Thailand, like women that can speak very little English, women that don't have education, women that need them, women that need
women
them.
are raised to be wives. They learn everything
in these other communities.
from
think that women are raised to be wives? To be wives. Wives. Yeah. Yeah. Huh? So, what do you think about women that say that they don't want children and they don't need a man? So you think that that's bad? Okay. Thanks, Mom.
Birth from their father, from their mother, how to be a wife and how to support your man.
Pardon? No, this 20-year-old just said that she didn't want children and didn't want a man. She hasn't even lived life yet and she's saying she doesn't want children.
Men.
Women that need them.
It's not even women that need them. It's women that treat them with respect.
So we don't.
Y'all know y'all don't.
Stop yourself.
That's
not true.
Now, I also don't think the answer's always abroad, because a lot of guys that go abroad are just seen as money signs. If you go to a poor country and you find a woman, a lot of them will just throw themselves at you and say, yeah, I want to marry you, because they might want the visa or access to your bank account.
Lonely widower tried to find love again with a mail-order bride. But what happened to this local man just days after he said I do was anything but love. Now, the mess that he is in is so big that Homeland Security is involved.
I'm writing as I don't know where else to go to get someone to listen. I brought a young woman here from Morocco and married her. 5 days later, I filed for divorce as all she wanted was my money.
I'm mad at myself. I look in the mirror and say, hey, why'd you do this?
I'm also not going to say that all modern women on this side of the world are going to make bad wives. There are some good women out there, it's just not that easy to find.
5 things I didn't know were controversial about my marriage until I posted about them online. Number 1, I like to look nice for my husband. My husband loves me regardless of how I look, but I love putting in effort to look nice for him. Number 2, and this one's really crazy, I make his cup of coffee in the morning for him. Number 3, I cook for him every night. Number 4, when we are together, I do not drive. And number 5, he is responsible for the final say in all of our financial decisions.
I am not an independent woman. I do not care. Like, I make my own money, I have my own goals, but that doesn't mean I'm independent. Like, I need my man. I need to be, like, feminine in my relationship. Leave me out of that feminist. I am independent. I am not.
You know, my husband comes, he eats, I pick up his plate when he's done eating.
Men want 3 things: silence and sandwiches.
So of course, men want more than this, but I would say that these 3 things are the key to a happy day-to-day life. Like, take pride in cooking for your man. If he is out there working his ass off, making money to make your life comfortable, and he's stressing about all the financial things and you don't have to worry about the bills, have a meal ready for him when he's hungry. This doesn't have to be intercourse. Be flirtatious, just be sexy, like show your man you want him. And the silence isn't don't speak unless spoken to, it is don't be argumentative for no reason. Don't create problems when there are none. If I want something and my man tells me no, I say yes sir and move on.
That's what I'm talking about!
How much does a guy have to make?
How much does a guy have to make to what?
To date you.
To date me? There's not a price list. To date me. As long as you're treating me right, you're acting right, you're chilling.
What about he's living with his mom?
If he's living with, no, that doesn't matter.
Really?
Because the situation that they're in does not have anything to do with me. Why am I gonna judge because you live with your mom?
What's your situation? Are you living with
an apartment?
And let's say he's like, hey, can I move in with you? Are you gonna let him? If he's living with his parents?
If he's paying rent.
How much? 50-50?
50-50.
Really?
It's even. It's a relationship. It's 50-50 the whole way.
Yeah, she's valid, all right.
The key thing, like he said at the end, is respect. Whether she's from Asia, Africa, or this side of the world, if she don't respect you,
she belongs to the streets.
You see this guy right here? Basically, I started talking to this guy on Instagram, and obviously I know him from TikTok. Basically, we were talking for like a couple days, FaceTiming each other and everything. He's so nice, he's so sweet to me, and he basically says he wants to come to Tampa to see me. So basically, he books a flight to Tampa, and his cousin drops him off at my house. And he's so sweet. We're like drinking and watching movies and stuff, and not a red flag in sight. Okay, so basically he's at my house, we're watching movies, we order food, just drinking and stuff, and then it's like
2 in the morning, so we decided to go to sleep. So we're both laying down in the bed. I fall asleep, and that's it. Lights out for me. I'm sleeping. And then I wake up at 8 a.m., realize he's not laying next to me. I come out to my living room. He's not there. I check the door. He left my house with my door unlocked. So I text his phone and I'm like, hey, you left, and I'm blocked. I go on Instagram, I'm blocked on everything, blocked on Twitter, everything. So basically I'm like, okay, let me go check my stuff because this is really weird. And basically he robbed me of my Rolex and something else. I don't know what it was that he took, but I have the video here so you guys can see. And you can see him right here. That's my purse. He's going through my purse. And then he finds my Rolex. And he basically steals my watch and puts it on his wrist. This is the pictures that I took of him at my house right before he robbed me. So if you see this guy, if you see him with a Rolex on, a bust down Rolex with all diamonds, he stole it from me. Do not trust this guy, okay? Do not let him in your house. Do not let him near you. He is going to rob you. And this is his Instagram.
My business.
And this is another video of him stuffing something in my house under his shirt and putting it in his bag.
Let's make something clear, whether you're a man or a woman, if you invite a complete stranger that you've never met before to fly over and stay in your house the first time you ever met him, you're a muppet. And I'm not justifying what he did, but these are the types of things that can happen. She's saying there's no red flags, the whole fucking situation's a red flag. These OnlyFans models have got more money than sense.
I told you that in the entire Lord of the Rings trilogy, there is not a single scene where two women characters speak to one another. Would you believe me?
Yeah, that is good. Isn't that movie about a bunch of guys trying to destroy a ring in lava? Where in that story are you going to put chat between two girls? It's Lord of the Rings, not a little woman.
Even Finding Nemo only has 2 lines of dialogue between 2 characters that are girls for the entire film.
In this film about father and son, why in the film about father and son we should have dialogue between 2 girls?
Discussion must be about literally anything other than a man.
You don't even mention main plot or main character, because main plot is about father and son. Maybe this is the reason why almost every woman remake movie is bad, because they are not focusing to create a good story, they are focusing to woman ego trip.
Biological men going into female prisons.
But they're no longer the biological men.
They're no longer biological men. Okay, fine.
Women.
They're women.
Even if they haven't transitioned, they're still women.
They're still women.
Like,
yeah.
if they're transgender and they haven't transitioned medically, they're still women.
Man, I love this comment. It says, never in history is hair color being so informative.
If you catch your girl talking to somebody and you gonna start a fight with them, congratulations. You are dumb as fuck.
We're not feminists today. I am not a feminist. I am not a feminist at all. But I will say a man should fucking pay on a first date and all the rest of the day. But it's a man's job. We birth babies. You know what it does to us? Fuck that. You should pay for fucking dinner.
I am all for female equality. I run my household, pay all my bills by myself, have my own vehicles, and manage everything on my own. But I also know that God did not design my life to be this way. I was not meant to manage everything on my own. I was not meant to be the nurturer and the disciplinarian of my children. I was not meant to be the provider and also the homemaker. And I'm aware of that. And it's my own decisions that have brought me here. And it's my own acceptance of the lies that I was taught in this society. Teaching men that they are not, in fact, the spirit heads of their households, that they are not the leaders of their households. We are shaming them for standing up in their masculinity and making decisions that would change and lead their families. And that's wrong. You know what I want more than anything in life is to have a man that spiritually leads me and my household. Why? Because I'm in that position. Because I have to. And I realized that I was designed to do other things.
I mean, we've all been saying that feminism's lied to women. It's made them think that being strong and independent without a man's the best thing for their future. And then a lot of them hit 40 years old, it's too late to start a family, all the good men are gone, then they regret it.
I want to be loved. I want marriage. You know, a lot of us get on here, we act tough, and we be like, I don't want a man, I don't need a man, but I want help. I want to be loved. I want somebody to love me. I want somebody I can be vulnerable with.
So the thing is, yeah, Women get in their feelings. They want to start saying, oh, these older men that dating younger women, oh, they want to manipulate them. They want to do this. You know what they're doing? They're trying to make the game fair. The game has never been fair, because when we was younger and you was dating the older guys, it wasn't fair. We had to watch you jumping into those whips, watch you doing all these things. So now it's older and you're outside. The problem is when you're 30s and you're out in the outside the festivals, the brunches, you're directly competing with the women in the 20s now. And you expect the men in their 30s to just take you just because, no, it doesn't work like that. So what you've done is you've wasted your prime youth. So if you don't want to be one of these women complaining about it's not fair, I suggest you use your 18 to 28 to secure the guy you want to be with, build with him, and then get on out of here. Because if you're out here in your 30s...
He's spitting facts, and that's why I always say to younger guys, don't think because you're not getting the pretty girls now, you can't get them in the future. A lot of women don't like to hear this, but a lot of their value comes from their beauty. So the older they get, the more their value decreases. Whereas a man, if he works on himself and he's successful, his value can keep increasing with age.
What's your ideal type tonight?
Essex boy, an arsehole. If you're gonna bully me, bully me. Do you know
what I mean? Why are women so tapped? What about you?
Pretty much the same. A raver boy, all of that.
Get some help.
I date you. You think I'm gonna allow you to get a drink from somebody? Straight up.
Listen, if you're not there, like, I'm gonna be respectful of the relationship, regardless of where.
You wouldn't be there if you were respectful of the relationship.
Why should we be tied at the hip, regardless of where we
Yo.
go?
Y'all controlling.
Different.
That's very.
I didn't even say nothing.
Controlling.
There it is, controlling.
Yeah,
the buzzword.
not like that.
How we control it or y'all control it? Because we ain't even...
Like he says, they pull out the buzzwords, you're controlling, you're insecure, as soon as you call them out on their bullshit. A loyal woman's not going to put herself in those types of positions. Why are you going to be alone with a man who's offering to buy you a drink if you're in a relationship?
It feels absolutely amazing to finally spread my legs and be the person that I know I am musically.
You just said spread your legs.
I just said spread spread my wings.
What a fool.
I really don't find girls interesting. A lot of girls are not interesting, man. That's the number one problem with Gen Z girls. They've all been so addicted to social media. They're all involved in the same things: astrology, Jeffrey Dahmer, copy paste, TikTok dancing, the same talking points and same opinions about everything, and they like the same interests. They all do nail techs and sell clothes on Depop. It's all copy paste, and it gets really boring after a while.
I mean, he's right. Social media's turned a lot of people, not just women, into fucking robots. People aren't living real world experiences. Every time someone's doing something, if they're in a concert, on a hike, whatever, they pull their phones out. They're living through their phones. When you see them in person, how are you supposed to have a conversation?
Look what she's doing.
I mean, your first mistake was taking her back, but I think now you realise where she belongs.
She belongs to the streets.
That's it. There's the out months. We go. Yes, sir. Woo. Dun 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 dun. See.